Hey guys, what's going on today? And today we're going to be doing a different type of video. This is a new series for my channel. And I don't know why, but I forgot to say I'm the Sevenator. Sorry, but let's just go ahead and get that straight. So, besides the corny intro, this series is going to be kind of an examining of kind of Microsoft's failures in operating systems. So, as you can see, the first episode of this series is going to be on Windows 8.0 or Windows 8 as you could call it. It wasn't a bad operating system for what it was behind, and it was actually really good on system resources and things like that. Let's go ahead and get it started as I commentate for context. But for the UI and kind of how people saw it was not very good, and it wasn't well received. But other than that, it was actually decent. And with Windows 8.1 and the Windows 8.1 update, it actually got pretty decent after the mishap. But as this loads, it's going to be pretty slow and laggy because I'm running on like 2 cores, 2 CPUs, with like 50% execution, so it's gonna be pretty slow. But other than that, it's actually a pretty fast operating system. But for the first order of business, this start menu right here was one of the most controversial aspects of it. So basically, most people were similar to the start menu in like Windows 10 right here, kind of like Windows 7. Most people were used to that for like years. With like, the start menu was pretty much the exact same thing for like 20-30 years, and then Microsoft went and changed it completely, pretty much, to be a complete full screen, and people got really frustrated and hated it. And until you kind of get used to it, it is really annoying. But Windows 8.1, you can get used to it pretty quickly. But Windows 8.0, it is pretty hard with kind of some of the things that goes on. One of the most annoying things is there's no start button, which was really crazy. And the start button, you have to actually move your mouse down here and let it pop up, and sometimes it pops up and you have to wiggle it around, and it's like really confusing and fumbling. And that was kind of one of the annoying things that people didn't like. But that was just kind of one of the main things. So Windows 8.0 actually only got like 4 years of support or so. I think 2012 to 2016, because it had kind of like service pack updates, even though they weren't called service packs. But it didn't get a whole lot of support and well received. And then because of the support, it is stuck on Internet Explorer 10 and has a Sky Drive instead of OneDrive now, and then doesn't get like app updates and things like that. So that was the main thing of its horribleness that people didn't like. But otherwise, it was actually a pretty good operating system for what it was behind the hood. And on tablets and things like that, it was actually really good on system resources. If I go ahead and do a Control-Alt-Delete for the task manager, you can see how much RAM it's actually using. Right now I have allocated 2 gigs of RAM allocated for this virtual machine. And this is a 64-bit system, not a 32-bit system. And 64-bit systems use a good bit more RAM than 32 bits. And you can see it's running on half capacity memory idle, only 1 gigabyte of memory. It's running on the minimum amount that it should be for a 32-bit system. A 64-bit system, you should have a minimum of 2 gigabytes of RAM, but oh, come on, go away. And that's another one of the things. Updates are, I haven't updated this thing, so it's like nagging me like crazy. But you're supposed, via the Microsoft page and on Wikipedia and other sites, you're supposed to have a minimum of 2 gigabytes of memory. But as you can see here, it's only running on 1 gigabyte. And I've seen some other videos, like the lowest amount that you can do for this operating system, Windows 8, is you can run it on like 150 or 160 megabytes of RAM for like a 32-bit system, or it may be a 64-bit. But overall, in general, after all that talking and facts and all that stuff, this system was really good on system resources. And now you can see 900 megabytes, which is crazy for a 64-bit system. So that's one of the good things. But overall, it wasn't well received for what it was, mainly because of the start button, start menu, and things like that, and just the Metro UI in general. This actually didn't have a Metro UI control panel. Windows 8.1 did, but that was one of the frustrating things that people didn't like, having 2 control panels, like Windows 10, which is annoying. But overall, it was a decent operating system, especially with the updates from Windows 8.1 and Windows 8.1 Update. So, with the start button over here, and then it actually booting to the desktop first and not the start menu, which was another complaint that people had. But other than that, it was pretty decent operating system for what it was, like I've said like 5 different times. But that's pretty much it about this video. This series I'm hoping it does pretty well, because I like doing these type of tech videos. And pretty much the series name, if you haven't seen the thumbnail title, is How Bad Was This Windows Operating System, whatever version it was. And this episode is Windows 8.1. I don't know what I will do for the next episode of the series. If I do a next episode of the series, depending on how the views and likes go, I'm hoping they do actually pretty well. But I will see you guys later in the next video. Definitely like, comment, subscribe for more. Definitely leave a like if you like these types of videos. Definitely leave a comment in the comment section for things I can improve on, or criticisms that you saw that I could do better. Why did I just say 2 different things in 2 different ways? But yeah, give me different ideas that I can do for videos, because I'm always open for that. And definitely slap the bell for notifications, because I've had a lot of problems recently with my subscribers not getting the videos in their sub boxes. So definitely hit the notification bell and make sure that is clicked and checked, so that you can get my videos at a moment's notice when they first come out. But other than that, I will see you guys later in the next video, or tomorrow if I'm continuing daily videos. I will see you guys later. Bye.